Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty. This week I want to talk to you also about, taking pride in your body or taking pride in your space. I know I've brought this up in the past, but it really hits home. When you see things, and you're in pain or you just suffer. For example, my Fitbit this week, I had lost it, I had thought. And I know I hadn't lost it far. My apartment's very small. It's 3.5 rooms. But in that course of time, it had been painful when I was sleeping. And I had taken it off and I had dislocated it. So I had walked, unexercised on the bike trail like I do all the time. But I didn't have a tracker to track, and it kind of frustrated me in a way, and it kind of set a negative condescent for the walk that we did the couple days. And I figured out what tools I could borrow from my mother until I would copy off of her, but it wasn't as equal at the time, until I got situated. So, this weekend, when I had some free time, well, not free time, but I decided, I'd do a deep clean on my bedroom. And I did, and there was a lot of things, while it's clean and it's important to keep things clean, it just shows, the smile on your face when you do something like that, like when you clean. And I did find the Fitbit, by the way. It was under the bed, but, it just goes to show how important it is to keep things clean and, make sure that everything's picked up and where everything is at all times, and take care of your body and, you things like that. You make sure that, your things are cleaned up and put up, and, that your clothes are piled up and things like that. Also, with taking care of your body, that is also important. I'm finding, it's important to take care of your body. You want to be proud of yourself and, show a good impression when you go out. And I know not everybody has a job such as myself or goes to a day program, but it's important to take care of your body because, it shows a sense of pride. And it shows that, you care and that you feel good. And I know showering is a hard thing. For example, it was hard for me this morning to get into the shower. I had run 3.5 miles, and I know I needed a shower, and it was prompted to me by by a family member, but I knew I had to do it, and so I did it. And just getting in the shower is hard with the temperament of the water, or just the feeling of things like shaving. I shaved for the first time, and I'd say a week and 2 days. And, I have to know, I have to get on it more often than what I'm doing now, because you have to look clean, and it makes you feel clean, and I should. I'm very lackluster when it comes to shaving. I don't know if it's the feeling of it, the sound of the razor in the ear. I just don't know what it is, but I know it needs to be done more often, and I should. It's difficult sometimes, but I do manage somehow to get by. But, keeping clean is very important for your body, for your health. Managing your wellness is a good way of doing that. Keeping, making sure that you check your body for things. That's another reason it's important. I think so. It's just overall it's important. And I know, as an autistic person, I know that it's a struggle to get into the shower for some, or get a bath, but it is important to do so. I struggle with it. There could be times I could go days without showering, and that's a hard thing, but I'm trying to work on it, and it's a challenge. Also keeping clean clothes and wearing something, other than the 3 outfits that I wear outside of my home, or wearing the same thing all the time. I think that's also important, to have to be able to wear a variety of clothes, especially if you're going out or something. And I could tell that this week when I was out on the trail and I took a picture. My mom took my picture out on the trail, and I looked a little disheveled from stopping at a sign. The shirt was old. was kind of tight. Things like that you don't notice. But I know with the weight it's improving. The weight it's improving. With losing weight and being more mindful of what I am wearing and how it's fitting and things like that. But those are all soft skills that autistic people just struggle with. And to the family members, I just want to say, be supportive and be encouraging. Um, I know it's important. We all know it's important to shower or bathe every day. It's hard for us as autistic people to do that. For many of us, for a long time, I didn't have a problem, and it's not a being independent thing. It's just something. It's hard because I think of the sensory issues, or you know, having to put multiple product on our body, and then. But once we do it, sometimes I know at least once I do it, I feel awesome, and I'm glad that I did. I took care of my body for that 10, 15 minutes, what have you, and put on some deodorant and did things that what everyone else does, and I feel 100% better. So I know I've probably said that before, but it really hit home this week, and I thought I'd share it with you in a vlog. So with that, have a good week, everybody. Busy week this week, so as always, like, follow, and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Pinterest. So, and on the web at Dustin'sDynastyUSA.com. So have a good week, everybody.